Happy St. Patty's Day. Here we go. Week 3, Division E. We've got the two big dogs from Division E, Respect Team and Chirimoyo Blando. I think they were the 1 and 2 seed to start the tournament, and they remain the 1 and 2 seed after 2 weeks of action. The only two teams to have won both of their sets thus far in this division. So here we have a matchup to determine who will be the top dog going into week 4. And I believe the winner of this set should be pretty much a lock. Yeah, I think there'll be a lock to go to the playoffs. So, without further ado, let's introduce the players. For the Respect Team, we've got Brisgard here in the red playing as the Lithuanians. Teamed up with Mick Daron. Let's go with Mick. In the yellow playing as the Ethiopians. On the other side, Team Chirimoyo Blando. We've got Pushimbo. Gonna go with Pooch. How's that sound for short? And then over here, we've got Rocanante. Let's go with Rocky for short. In the blue, playing as the Britons. So Britons Franks up against Ethiopians Lith. All right, let's take a look at the maps here. Looking at our Lithuanians player, forward berry is not ideal when you are the Cav player, but that gold's decently safe and a pretty wallable map. Got 4 wood lines to work with. This one's garbage with the Oasis there, but 2 pretty nice side wood lines. Yeah, so I mean, you could just full wall this, I suppose. Over on this side, our blue player Britons here. Working with safe berries, safe gold. Actually, this is a great map. I really like this map for good wood lines. There's water there, but it's not really eaten into that wood line terribly. This map is super wallable. The hardest spot to wall is the spot that's furthest in the back of the base here. Looking over here at Pooch's base. Pushimbo. Purple here. Back gold. Gotta like that. Berries are a bit forward, but these are pretty sick. Look at this massive wood line defending the front of his base. That wood line's obviously trash, but this one's very close and close to that gold. So I like this map as well. And then over here for yellow, pretty safe gold. Berries are a bit forward, but yeah, it's workable. All these maps are pretty decent. So this is definitely a more closed Arabia generation compared to a lot of the generations we've been seeing so far in this tournament. So which could allow these players to play a bit more passive than we've seen other teams play this tournament. Take a look at the scouting intel for these teams. So we've got our Lithuanians player. Ooh, look at this. Already researching Loom. Going to be going with the 17 pop uptime. Lithuanians, baby. You can get away with some really fast uptimes. There's the click. Yep, 500. And he is up. Brisgard, 17 pop scouts. All right, and has already scouted out his entire opponent's base. Sees the gold. Just barely missed that wood line, but knows where the TC is. I guess also missed the berries a little bit too, but no problem there. On the other side, we've got blue here. Scouting out red space. Calling him Rocky for short. And let's see, where is the wood line here? 5 on wood there. All right, no one else has clicked up quite yet. Our Franks player looks like he's going to be going for 21 or 22 pop. Nope, going 20 pop. Here we go. And same for our Ethiopians player. 21 pop for our Ethiopians player. All right, purple heading forward, getting his scouting intel, and there it is. Lithuanians up. The build is perfect. Red able to drop that stable right away. dropping an additional house as well. And where's the scout hanging out? Yeah, there he goes. He's located that wood line, this gold. So really, really nice scouting here by Riscard. Some early walls here for Mick. And some early walls as well here for Purple. Alright, trying to harass the Vills, but losing a decent bit of HP there. But I guess, yeah, Riscard here willing to trade a little bit of idle time for some loss of HP. Let's see how the scout production is looking for him. Double bits in, horse collar on the way. So yeah, not skimping on any of the eco. Alright, here comes a stable from our Franks player. And scout number 2 already forward here for Riscard. So the pressure is on our Britain's player going with the nice small resource walls. Yeah, I like this call, going for the really conservative walls here as well. Resource walls on the gold, although he's certainly gonna have to break those open soon to get the get access to more gold. Yeah, just like that. Ooh. All right, Rocky gonna lose his scout here. Ooh, actually gets a nice snipe on Riscard's scout. Riscard continuing to produce 3 scouts out already. And there is the second scout here for Purple. Alright. Looks like Riscard is going to rotate over here to Purple's base, try to get in. Purple already almost full walled here. Let's see if Red Scouts can get it in time. They should be able to sneak in here if they path that way. It looks like they... Ooh, actually... Yep, they are going to get in here. Oh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be real tight. Bushibo just gives these a tap. He's safe, but... Oh, man. Yeah, that is super unfortunate for him. 2 tiles away from being full walled. That scout will go down. Has a spear here. Let's see if that spear can get over there in time. But the scouts are in. Over on this end, Purple is distracted with his base, and is going to probably lose a second scout here to the... Whoop, does sneak away. Nice dancing there. All right, Riscard is in. And let's see if he's able to get any damage in here. Yeah, this spear has lost track of him. There's plenty of Vills here on this woodline, though, to fight that. Especially without any upgrades in. All right, scouts are in here on Mick's woodline. Yeah, but that scout will go down. So, yeah, we've only got... How many scouts on the field right now? 2 for Purple, 6 for Red. And they are continuing to travel through that hole in the wall. This isn't walled here either. That Vil could be in danger. And it looks like, yeah, archers are on the move here. 2 spears in the mix. So Riscard is going to have some trouble at home. Yeah, and he's not walled here. So that is one of the drawbacks about going for those crazy uptimes, is you tend to not be able to invest in walls for quite some time. Harassment continues here, however. Riscard doing a nice job with the hit and run. Manages to avoid taking damage from a spear and takes out another villager, but here comes the counterattack. Yeah, this could do some real damage here for Riscard. Yellow continuing to keep Purple's scout numbers really low. And here we go. Let's see. All right, immediate reaction from Riscard. Really nicely done by him. Loses 1 Vil. Loses a second Vil. All right, gonna rush down a tower, but ooh boy, I don't know if that tower's gonna go up. All right, has 4 scouts back here though. There are 2 spears in the mix though. So that should buy at least enough time for the tower to go up. These scouts are... They are gonna go bye-bye here. And the tower will go up, but another Vil goes down. And look at this. In the meantime, Red distracted, loses 2 scouts there, and loses a lot of HP on the last 2 scouts. So this counterattack has gotten incredible value here for Rocinante. Rocinante here. All right. Yeah, look at the vill counts here. 34 vills for yellow, all the way down to 24 for red. So, yeah, red and yellow looking like they were in a great position early on. Things looking pretty rough now, but I say that, and here comes the counterattack. Yellow's archers have moved out. Boy, it's hard to see red having any way to deal with this. But yeah, yellow, instead of making a decision to go and try to clean out the base for his teammate, going to go with the counterattack. Which is more often than not the right call. But Bouchon purple here, defending this excellently, getting walls up really quickly, getting a defensive tower to protect the gold. And that just bought him a great deal of time. Yeah, 5-0 lead right now for Chirimoyo Blando. But military numbers are pretty comparable here. Another Ville goes down here for Briscard. Alright, this wall is not long for this world. Just about down there. Archers on this side as well. Yeah, so purple here thinks about going to stone, but thinks better of it. Man, this is going to have to go quickly. I don't know about palisades. I don't know if there's enough time. Maybe get a couple houses in there as well. Pressure continuing here. Yeah, Briscard, it will probably be a long, long while before he's able to get up to Castle Age without any access to gold. It's a little bit of TC fire there, does yellow, but 2 vills go down. Oh my goodness. And these... Alright, trying to drop a second stable. It's purple... Okay, purple's on the way up, so just hoping that knights will be able to bail him out here, but that is a lot of archers. 19 archers. And so despite all the damage that Briscard has taken, purple here is about to take even more. This is about to get really, really ugly. Not going to have access to gold here, which means there's going to be no way for him to produce knights. More vills going down. Blando still with a 4 vill lead over Respect Team. Yeah, just doing everything he can here to buy time. That's the name of the game here. Needs to get those knights out, but isn't able to finish that wall. The archers are in. More vills going down. The vill lead has shrunk to 2, and look at this. Enough scouts are out here for Briscard that he's going to be able to clean this. Alright, so the pressure finally out of his base. Castle Age on the way here for yellow. That is going to be an absurd number of expo, and the vills just continuing to be slaughtered here. 6 vill lead now for Respect Team. So, yeah, Mick, slower getting to purple's base than blue was getting to red's, but has more than compensated for that delay. Yeah, the 2 Cav players in a bad way right now. Real bad way. Alright, 2 knights in the queue. +1 armor on the way. Ooh, but yeah, these bad boys, these are going to be crossbow in a very, very short while. And now they're heading over to blue. What kind of archer numbers do we have for blue? 24 archers, but a lot of them are up here. Yeah, so I think yellow's going to be able to get some great damage here on blue's base. Especially if there's an overchop and allows those archers access to the gold. Forget about it. Second tower coming up here for Briscard. So trying desperately to protect that gold. And blue's archers actually eating a lot of tower fire here. They do get a vill pick, but I don't know if that trade was worth it. And I think I might have preferred that second tower to be over here. This is a bigger gold pile. And because these overlap, yeah, you just can cover more real estate if you have a tower there. But it might have been that Briscard just wasn't able to get over there. All right, Fletching actually coming in here for red. I think that's probably because he wants it on his towers. And yeah, Briscard just now clicking up. So let's see how Blue's able to handle this counterattack. And, ooh, I like this. Instead of going back to his base, it looks like Blue is going to go for an attack here straight on Yellow's base. All right, scouts linking up with the archers. And are they gonna dive?
Ready.
Oh, they get a Vil there. Really nice harassment here by Yellow. Yeah, and I think a little bit indecisive here for Blue. He's going to be in here, but Mick has the reinforcements to deal with that. All right. Can the Knights and the Expo get a pinch here on the Ethiopian archers? These are +2/+2. Knights need to get in there. The archers are going down. There's only +1 armor on these Knights, so these are going to melt, especially against Ethiopian archers. And this will be a good fight for the Respect team. Very, very, very nice clean. Yeah, Ethiopians plus a hill bonus and only +1 armor on those Knights. Yeah, now things are starting to look quite bad here for Chirimoyo Blando. Only down 5 Vils, but let's see. Let's see if Blue can get some damage here. This game's not over by any means. And look at this. Yellow distracted with his base, loses his archers here. And these archers are in. They have the high ground, although McDerone here has numbers, has ballistics as well. And just has freaking Ethiopians. And the +2 armor. No armor at all on the... Is that right? Yeah, no armor on the Blue archers here. And the threat is cleared out of Yellow's base. Alright. Ooh, Red. Going with the sneak stables here. 1 stable at home. 2 stables here in the back of Blue's base. So that will certainly be a pain in the late game if it goes late, as Chirimoyo Blando attempts to establish trade. But yeah, things have kind of settled down here for the time being. 2 TCs here for Purple. A second TC coming down for Blue. So Chirimoyo Blando looking to get back into this game by gaining an eco lead here. Comes the +2 armor for Red, and yeah, just not really that many Knight numbers on the field right now. 9 Knights for Purple, and a lot of those get shredded by the Ethiopian ballistic Expo. So yeah, 8 Knights for Purple, 7 for Red, so very, very low Knight numbers at the moment. Here comes the Knights from that sneak base, trying to break in here on Rocinante. Has 1 Vil here to wall. Alright, but McDerone here thinking about another counterattack, going to stone as well. And he's going to stay 1 TC here. I think probably thinking fast imp. Already has the food for it. Just needs to get some more Vils on gold. That gold's outside. Where's... Yeah, probably going to have to go to that gold. Alright, so far Rocinante able to keep these Knights out of his base. Got some Knights up here as well. And where are his archers? Okay, back here playing defensively. Still a 5 Vil lead here for the Respect team. Alright, catches a couple archers here out in the open. Gold shaft mining coming in for McDerone, who still, yeah, has the food, but just does not have the gold that he needs to go up. Adding a second town center, so maybe this won't be a fast in play. We'll see. Alright, the archers have gone forward. A couple more Vil kills. And Hushambul is going to have a really hard time dealing with this. Has a siege workshop, but does not have the wood to produce a mangonel. And even if you get one out, that number of archers, as long as they're paying attention, usually won't have too much trouble against a single mangonel. Ooh, look at this. Briskar diving in from the back. Numbers are pretty equal here, but suddenly purple here is 2v1'd. Oh, the archers are actually going back. So not sure why that is. I think maybe Mictarone just wants to make sure he preserves his numbers, because he's expecting those to turn into Arbalest after he clicks up. Still thinking about clicking up. I was just about to say, floating some food, maybe sell that, and he does, and he is up. And also has a very, very safe base here. House walls all the way around, so they'll be in a position to establish very safe trade pretty easily. And look at this. Rocinante moving out. Alright, 31 archers here. Ballistics is in. Yeah, Briscard right now doesn't have the knight numbers to deal with it, but how much damage can Rocinante get here? There's still these two towers there, so he's going to have to loop all the way around to get back here. But Briscard will probably be alerted to his presence, thanks to these towers, and that will probably give him time to get a tower up there. Snipes a few vills, but still a villager lead for the Respect team. Ooh, and I like this. Finally getting those armies together. So blue and purple going to see if they can score some good damage here on Briscard, who's still on one town center. All right, the knights are actually just going to dive on these towers. These towers only have fletching, so they should, yeah, the damage output will be pretty minimal. The knights should be able to clean these up quite quickly, but here comes a counterattack from Briscard on a very naked economy here for Rocinante. Only has these expo, but that'll be an easy clean for Briscard. And yeah, we've got ourselves a good old-fashioned base trade. Alright, Briscard losing villagers. So too, though, is Rocinante. And hard to judge at the moment who's getting the better of this. I mean, you gotta like to be in yellow shoes here. Your opponents are weak. You are in Imperial Age. And you're about to have Arbalest. So, yeah, Mictarone should be able to just absolutely steamroll through Purple's base. But the problem is his Cav teammate is currently getting steamrolled himself. Actually, he's added a second and third town center. But those extra TCs probably not long for this world. And Rocinante's starting to get better expo numbers here. Yeah, I think Briscard needs to dive on those, and he does. All right, there we go. Yeah, that should be in good engagement with those +2 knights. Here come the Arbalists, though. So instead of going for purple, Mictarone going to go here and try to clean the opposing army. And watch these purple knights absolutely melt. Chemistry almost in as well. And, ooh, look at that. Ballistics, Bracer shredding Rocinante's expo. And suddenly that push is over. 37 vills. That's all Briscard's got left here. Alright. Blue desperately trying to get up himself. Has the res for it, but I think is missing the second building. Is that right? Yeah, I don't see that second Castle Age building, so... Yeah, it doesn't have the wood, though. It needs the wood to get the, Yeah, it has a university, so it needs to get a monastery or a siege workshop down here quickly. And, I mean, this is not the worst thing for Chirimoyo Blando. These Arbalists, instead of taking advantage... Oh. Alright. Counterattack here from Briscard. He may not have villagers, but he still has some knights left over. And he's going to try to return the favor a little bit here. But thinks better of it, heads back. But yeah, what I was saying was these Arbalists could be devastating Purple's base, but Chirimoyo Blando's doing a nice job of forcing them to give chase to their army. Mictarone with some nice house walls, anticipating where those knights were going to arrive. And, oh, he might get the trap here. He's going to get the trap here. All right, sending this group of archers forward. Castle here as well. And red knights all over the place. Respect team still in a great spot. And, yeah, knights versus Ethiopian Arbs doesn't go well. Excellent micro here by Mictarone. And now he's got the hill. This should be a roughly even trade. Man, he's actually going to win this fight. All right. Meanwhile, purple is getting pretty well devastated here. Oh no, adding a TC here right under the fire of the castle. Probably hasn't noticed it yet, though. A bit distracted for obvious reasons. Yeah, I think Respect Team's in a dominant position here. I do not know how purple is supposed to defend this here. So there will be Trebs. Actually going to go for Conscription first, but there will be Trebs very, very soon. And a big group of Arbalists that Bouchambul here is going to have absolutely no way to deal with. Right. Arbalists on this side as well. A castle there for Rocinante, a very fortunate castle. That's a nice castle too, because even if those Arbs swing all the way around, they got to go through this tunnel. But those, yeah, Arbs are going to be able to pick a lot of damage here, up here as well. And Vils are going down here for Rocinante, who's on the way to Imp. But yellow in a really, really dominant position here. Mictaron on 3 town centers has the most Vils in this game. Vil numbers are actually really close together. But, yeah, Bouchambul is going to be out of this game here pretty soon. Still no Trebs for Mictaron. So it definitely slows how fast he's going to be able to push through the base here. 2 Mangonels still hanging out in that Siege Workshop as well. Alright, there we go. Here comes the Trebs. Alright, blue wants to get a castle on this side to defend the gold. Here he will discover the sneak base that's been here for a while from Briscard. 4th TC coming down for Mictaron. So he wants to boom behind this pressure. There's the Treb. Didn't even need it. These Arbalists just dropping town centers now. And Briscard has still kept these Knight numbers alive. They are back again. And Briscard, actually up to Imperial Age himself, has equivalent Vil numbers now to his opponents. Yeah, Respect Team has this game by the horns. Hard to see them losing at this point. Alright, but we've got Britons in Imperial Age. Bracer on the way. Arbalist in not too long. The Mangoes pop out. Actually get a decent little bit of damage there. Got maybe 10 archers or so. But 92 Vils here for yellow. Purple in full evac mode. Yeah, so purple is kaput. And red actually looking pretty healthy. Has a decent little food eco going here. 31 farms. 2,000 food in the bank, adding an additional town center. And yeah, he's stabilized. Here comes a TC for Bouchambul. He's going to head all the way to the opposite side of the map and share some real estate with the enemy. The Arbalist just continuing to tear through Bouchambul's base here. But here come the Briton Arbalists. Numbers here for blue. A slight hill as well. Yeah, should be roughly even upgrades apart from the whole thumb ring thing, but Britons have range. Yeah, that was a good fight for Rocinante. Alright, Imperial Age in for Briscard. Still has 21 knights. But man, yeah, what do you do here if you're Rocinante? Do you just try to defend against this push? Do you try to counterattack? I am not sure what the best play is here. Yeah, he's going to go and try to stall out this push a bit. Bouchambul still has 56 Vils, actually on the way to Imperial Age himself. Blue, though, doesn't have the kind of eco to sling Bouchambul. Yeah, Britain's trading really well here. No chemistry yet, though. Still a minute 20 out. And this will actually... Yeah, this will be a clean and not too long. We actually have a skirm transition here from Migdaron, which makes a great deal of sense because the Cav player's out of the game. I don't know what's going on with the Cav Archer, though. That was probably just a misclick. Yeah, Migdaron going full AI army here. Skirms, Arbs, and Cav Archer all mixed together. But yeah, I like the Skirm edition here. That's a really nice call. That's good awareness of the situation. Look at this Paladin! Coming in for Briscard with only 80 Vils. Somehow able to afford Paladin. Very frugal spender. And Ushambul's old base has now been colonized by Migdaron. And the push continues. Yeah, and that is a good bit of gold that has now been surrendered to the enemy. And man, the skirm numbers are something else. So we've got knights here for Pushambul. I mean, if there aren't that many Arbs mixed in with the skirms, knights can probably do some decent work. But Migdaron is probably going to keep some Arbs in the mix here. Yeah, this lead is just continuing to balloon. Now a 3K. Whoa! And there's the GG. Archer showed up to the back base, and that's all it took. G to the G. All right, Respect team taking game one. Let's take a quick look at the statistics here. Migdaron, unsurprisingly, with the best kitty in the game. And the best economy by a long shot. So this is somewhat atypical in a 2v2 Arabia. Almost always that's going to be the Cav player with the most eco, not here. Both the Cav players taking pretty heavy damage starting way back in Feudal Age, and the harassment continued basically until the end of the game. So it was actually the Archer players with the best economies in that game, but Migdaron still outperformed his Archer counterpart considerably. And yeah, this almost 10 minutes in Imperial Age before Rocinante was able to catch up there. Yeah, pretty dominant performance there by Migdaron. All right, game two. So we'll now go to the home map for Chirimoyo Blando, which is Arena. Game two, let's go. All right, Chirimoyo Blando. What do we got for your civs here? Bohemians for Pushambul here in the teal. And Cumans here in the blue for Rocinante. On the other side, Migdaron in the yellow playing as the Koreans. And we've got Briscard playing as the Aztecs. So Bohemians. A number of different options there. 1v1, you're often going to see the old smush, the Siege Monk push. I think in team games, probably a little more common to see fast hand cannons. And then, of course, there's always the option to try to boom it out and get to the that extremely deadly Haub and Hoofnies composition. But yeah, we shall see what teal goes for. My bet would be on hand cannon Castle Age aggression. Over here for Rocinante playing as the Cumans. So we can probably predict what's going to happen in Feudal Age, which is a 2TC boom. So yeah, maybe what we get is Rocinante 2TC booming into heavy knight production. Pair the knights up together with the hand cannons and try to tear through your opponent. In Castle Age, Koreans, war wagons, of course. Koreans on Arena, almost always going to see war wagons. And that will probably be some Castle Age aggression. So let's see what they do there. I mean, Cumans, what's the stone situation here? All right, so this is a pretty decent base. I mean, because you could see a Korean castle drop. And when you're up against Kumans, you know they're going to be in feudal age for a while, so you know there's going to be no problem getting that castle up. But the resources here are pretty nice for Rocinante. Back gold, back stone. So a castle here is only going to deny this one external gold, or you could deny that external stone. Yeah, Kumans can have some trouble defending against that aggression. They don't have access to stone walls, so you can't stone wall behind it. Did they not have access to guard tower either? Is that right? Alright, what about our Aztec player, though? What does he go for? I mean, we could see the Aztecs pair together with the War Wagons. Aztecs go Monk Siege. Koreans go War Wagon. Or we just get a boom from Aztecs. Aztecs can have a nasty boom on Arena. So yeah, we will keep an eye on that. Alright, I may fast forward briefly here. Just through the very early going, because yeah, we're basically just watching build orders at this point. Alright, let's keep an uptime, especially on the Kumans player. Just to confirm that this is the... Yeah, there's only 2 on wood, so this is definitely a 2 TC boom. And there we go, Feudal Age. 20 pop uptime for the Kumans. And yep, War Wagons indeed. We see stone here for Mictorown. And what about here for our Bohemians player? Yeah, Bohemians, with this... with a hand cannon build, they tend to go up a little bit later than most civs. So if we see that later uptime, that could be a good indication that that's what we're looking at. Okay, here comes the second town center for Rocinante. A very clean build here so far for him. And yeah, this has got to be hand cannons. All right, Aztec player going up on 23 pops. So I think looking for a really, really tight, fast castle here. Let's keep an eye and see how clean this ends up being here for Briscard. But yeah, going ultra minimal here. Aztecs have some nice bonuses to be able to pull this off. Yeah, we only had the 5 vills there on wood. 1 on gold. And this is nice. This is going to come out, I think, pretty well perfect here for Briscard. Alright, we've got 28 pop uptime for Mictorown. This could be a double castle, actually. Mictorown going very, very heavy to stone from a very early point. I am wondering if this is going to be... if Mictorown's looking to get 2 castles up. We have seen that more than a few times in this tournament. And look at that. Rocinante scout gets into the base. Mictorown, don't lose it. No! Actually sacrifices his scout there. Maybe he just wanted to guarantee that he got enough HP off of Rocinante's to not lose a Vil. But yeah, surprised he didn't try to bring him back to the TC there. Alright. Yep. Barracks, range, hand cannons, baby. Let's go. Alright, here comes the market for Mictorown. Yeah, Castle Age already halfway for our Aztecs player, so it's going to have an awesome, awesome uptime. Where is this Vil going? Just to drop houses along the wall? Being watched here by Pushambo. Yeah, what is... okay, yeah, just dropping a house. Alright, Briscard coming to help a buddy out. Brings the Eagle to hopefully clean this scout. Of course, with good micro, that scout could outrun the Eagle all day long. And it's not just any scout, that's a Kuman scout. So he's a bit faster. Check in here on our friend Rocinante. How's his boom looking? Pretty decent here. 500 food. We'll start going to gold here pretty soon. but also needs his feudal age building. So let's see if he goes barracks, stable, blacksmith. That would indicate that he's looking to go knights to team up with his Bohemian's partner. Alternatively, he could just market blacksmith it if he's thinking of booming and having a really good end time. All right, here comes a monastery for Briscard. Defensive monastery. Yeah, is this going to be a smush play? Or is Briscard playing this more in the 1v1 style and looking to gather relics? We shall see, but remaining for now on one town center. Heavy on gold, so yeah, I'm thinking a second monastery. Okay, this has got to be a siege monk play, right? All right, Bohemian's just about up. Mictorown not too far off either. Still no buildings here for Rocinante. I think we'll be seeing those soon. Yeah, apologies, my contacts are just completely dried out, so if I'm blinking like a crazy person, that is why. All right, getting a number of spears out as well. So is Briscard just trying to gather lots of relics here? Still on 1 TC, and here comes a castle for Mictorown, a very defensive castle. 2 castles. So Mictorown will certainly not have to worry about the hand cannons. His Aztec buddy, on the other hand, will have to be a little more worried, though he will have a lot of monks on the field. And I can't say that I've seen this Bohemian hand cannon build match up against monks. I don't know how monks do against hand cannons. My inclination would be to think not terribly well, but we shall see. All right, market blacksmith. So Rocinante apparently is going to play this relatively passively here. He's going to look to boom and get to imp, or could be thinking about getting to castle age to sling his teammate. Ooh, okay, never mind. What Rocinante is doing is he is going to go Capt Ram. So he is adding siege workshops in his teammate's base, and they're going to move out together with Capt Rams and hand cannons. Lots of monks on the field here. 3 of them for Briscard, who's now adding a second town center. And yeah, just in a relic grab right now. 2 relics already in. So the gold income is going to be incredible. 5 monks. And there's the smush, baby. Let's go. Siege workshop. So we are going to have a Clash of the Titans here pretty soon. Remember these. This is the 1 and the 2 seed in Division E. Wow.
Okay.
Gets the conversion. Didn't even get a single hit in there. That was an Aztec monk anyway, so could have taken a little bit more damage. All right. No intel now for Teal. All he knows is that the bad guys are out there somewhere. And the wagons are rolling forward here. Rocinante is going to be potentially in a lot of trouble here. All right, he's investing into the siege. Actually, only 1 ram at the moment. That second siege workshop isn't quite up yet. No one on stone, so can't think about a castle defense. How does he defend against this? Yeah, he's going to have to rush down monasteries, I think. Good hand cannon numbers here. And yeah, the question I had is about to be answered. How do hand cannons match up against monks? That is a lot of monks, though. Briscard has the possibility to convert 2/3 of the hand cannons here. 1, 2, 3 conversions already. Wow. Wow. These monks are doing work. They are doing work. Unbelievable. So yeah, the answer to the question, how do monks do against hand cannons? Pretty decent, especially when you have Aztec monks. Oh, thought that guy would get a conversion. All right, hand cannon numbers down to 5 here for Push and Bull. Only 1 capped ram out here, and look at this. Rocinante is in huge trouble. Huge trouble. Huge trouble. No monastery. I mean, it doesn't even have a barracks, so it's not like he can think about responding with military. And these war wagons, they're just gonna dive under this, I think. I mean, they are tanky buggers. Hand cannons pushing here, but the monk stream continues. And respect team in a great spot. They may not have the score lead here, but they are in a dominant position. Rocinante trying to upgrade, trying to research the Cav armor upgrade, but he's not gonna have any way to produce Cav. Cav is not gonna offer him any solutions here. In fact, I don't think there are any solutions. This base is going to be completely cleaned. All he can hope for at this point is that this push is able to do equivalent damage. But it's hard to see that happening with the Riscard's been pretty nasty with this monk play here. Monks have slight range on those hand cannons. These hand cannons can't get in. There are a good number of rams there, but oh my goodness. Feels bad, man. Oh man, I've been there plenty of times, and that is a crazy amount of war wagons. 24 war wagons. Yeah, this 2 castle play, it's gotten really popular lately, and see why. It is absolutely deadly. All right, this push starting to gain some ground though. Respectable hand cannon numbers here for Pushambul. Capped rams are on the move. What kind of damage can they pull out of this here? Probably mangonels here for Riscard, although those will get wrecked. But here's the thing. These war wagons can now come over here, and they can clean this. 22 vills. That's all Rocinante has left here. Look at the monk numbers. 9 monks here for Riscard. Riscard going full arena clown in this one. And yeah, these conversions, if nothing else, are certainly buying Riscard lots of time. And Mictorown actually isn't going to come clean. He's just going to go and clean out Pushambul's base. And, yeah, man, look at the conversions. Just keeping these numbers from ever getting to that brutal critical mass. Moving relics at the same time. Respect team, man. Twice the vills just about. I'm afraid that, yeah. I'm afraid this one is pretty over here. Pushambul doing his best to defend against this. Adding some stone walls behind this, but it's too late. The wagons are in. The battle over here continues. Alright, monk numbers going down, though. Those 2 monasteries are gone. 2 monasteries have been remade in the back. But that TC is gone as well. So this push is definitely getting some damage. But again, there's only... 1 player's already completely out of the game here for in Rocinante, and a second is about to be as well. Pushambul, his eco is very fragile. This is a 1 TC all-in. It is about to be a 0 TC all-in. Aw, man. A couple mangoes pop out there. You can maybe get some decent hits in. Alright, this push continues. And, yep, we've got ourselves another base trade. Conversions continuing, though. This guy hanging out with 2 HP, regaining his faith. And Pushambul's eco is gone. 52 vills for Chirimoyo Blando, 118 for the Respect team. And it is certainly looking like the Respect team is going to come out of this set with a 2-0 victory, maintain their place at the top of the standings, and go into week 4 with 3 points, having locked up a playoff spot. Little sneaky town center there for Pushambul. think we will see the GG here pretty soon. The forward market. One of the more deadly strategies in Age of Empires. And yeah, there are just flashing lights everywhere. War wagons absolutely everywhere. 45 war wagons on the field right now. And the relocation for Rocinante is also melting. But yeah, Chirimoyo Blando, they don't want to tap here. They want to stay into this to the last. If they have any hope at all. They know that a win in this set would guarantee them a playoff spot. Obviously reluctant to let that slip away. Although they will still have a very, very good chance of making the playoffs. Even if they lose this set here. Alright, this castle goes up, but, oh yeah, the Cap Ram doesn't have really any HP. A third castle for Mictorown. And 14 vills there. Where's the rest of the vills? Oh yeah, up here. Alright, a TC inside of Briscard's base. And there's the GG. Well played. Well played by the Respect team. They take the set 2-0. That was a fun one. That was a lot of Castle Age aggression. I enjoyed that. But man, that War Wagon play is strong. And yeah, I think with what Rocinante was going for, it's probably... Yeah, it was definitely not going to work out against the War Wagon play. So I wonder if when Rocinante's scout was inside of Mictorone's base, and he saw the castles going up, or saw Rocinante on stone, I think maybe what you do there is you shift up what the strategy is going to be. Because if you stick with the hand cannon siege push, you're guaranteed that you're dead. So best case scenario, you have a base trade. But if your push doesn't succeed, you've now given them a really decisive advantage. So, but yeah, that is tough. Cumans are not a good defensive civ, and the 2 castle war wagon play, man, that is tough to deal with. That is just an absurd KD, 82-3 there for Mictorown. Mictorown, man, playing out of his mind in this set. Had the best eco behind it as well, which I suppose makes sense. Everyone else's ecos were completely devastated. Aztecs, man, this just goes to show you how ridiculous their eco is. Well, I guess you also have 1,000 relic gold, but Briscard almost had the resources of Mictorown, and he was on one town center with hand cannons and rams in his base for a big portion of that game. Aztecs, man, they are good. Very well played by Briscard, I gotta say, too. Buying time and holding off there for Mictorown to deliver all the punishment in the background. And look at that castle age time, 14 minutes and 1 second. I'll have to watch that build sometime because that was clean. All right. Well, that will do it for this set from Division E. That was the Respect team versus Chirimoyo Blando. A week 3 set. Respect team earning another point. That is their third the third set in a row that they have won. So they'll go into week 4 with basically nothing to lose. I don't even know if even if they get swept, they probably can't even lose the 1 seed. So they are in a very comfortable spot. Chirimoyo Blando will be fighting next week to earn themselves a playoff spot. With that, have a good night.